Hey guys, welcome to another Stunts tutorial. So I'm going to be doing striding with you, also called bounding. It's basically like precision jumping, except that instead of jumping off two legs, you jump off one leg and continue going. Basically like running, taking long leaps. So these are really cool moves. You can get you someplace like really fast, going over multiple obstacles. You need to have the precision with a precision jump if you want to be able to do this. Though because you're only landing on one foot and taking off again, it's more advanced, but you can learn it in really simple ways. It's pretty quick to learn. So let's get started. Depending on how big the strides you're doing are, it can really be a lot of impact on your legs. So you really want to make sure that you can pre the stride before you try it out. So for instance, I'm going to be striding and skipping two of these lines. Now I just need to see that I can pre it before I start striding. So I'm just going to give it a try. So because that's doable, I'm going to be showing my strides on this. Striding like that is going to be pretty difficult starting out. I wouldn't recommend starting striding on a very large distance like this. But because of the distance, I'm just going to do the examples on this gap. So with your striding, you want to keep your momentum going. It's all about getting the distance. You don't want to go up like a pre. You want to try and get your momentum to go flat. To get this momentum, you can kind of over jump it and just put your foot down as a power source to keep you going. If you're aiming for just like one stride, your momentum is not going to be able to carry you and your legs will buckle. So you need to overshoot your jump so that when you put your foot down, you're not like far back and your feet at a 45-degree angle like a precision jump. You want to be kind of almost on top of it. I'll show you what that looks like. So similar to precision jumps, for striding, yes guys, I'm doing a parkour tutorial without shoes on. So similar to precision jumps, striding, you have to have your accuracy and you have to get your foot down in the right place. Otherwise, well, number one, if you undershoot it, what I mean is, if you land with just like your toes on the thing, your heel is going to go all the way down and you're not going to be able to stride. You won't make it. If you overshoot, if your foot lands like whole foot on the block and you don't land on the balls of your feet, you're just going to slide forward and you're not going to get your precision accurate. It's all about getting the right takeoff and landing. You want to kind of spot where you want to land so that you can get your accuracy. So as I jump, I look down at my feet and see where I'm going to land. If I don't do this and I just keep striding up straight, I'm going to miss all of my targets. So come on, let's try it out. First, I'm just going to stride from this line to that line of bricks. And a quick formula to get the number of meters for your run-up that I devised is basically if this distance that you want to stride is about your maximum pre. Like for instance, from here to here, I can standing pre because that is more or less my maximum distance. I can't pre very well further than that. So, for the run-up, let's get to it. If you're going to stride your max distance pre, the run-up that you want is more or less the same distance away from the starting stride. So if I'm going to stride from there to there, I'm going to start my run-up more or less there, or even further away. Because of the explosiveness you need when doing striding, because you're landing on one foot, going down and getting momentum, keeping your momentum by pushing off again, keeping a straight trajectory, because the strength you need is such a lot. You need to be able to do them like one at a time. So start off simple. So you can go like this. Firstly, please. So you can sort of just taking a small run up and doing one at a time. From there you can progress more and more until you've got the strength to keep your stride going, to keep up the momentum that you need for more than one stride. When doing multiple strides, you have to be aware of where you put your foot. Because of different surfaces, you just want to check each stride at least, or maybe every second or third, depending how many there are, that the surface is right and that you won't like slip. So just check it with your foot to see if the surface is good for striding. What you can also do is just wipe off the grit from your shoes, because it collects dust and little stones and things. You don't want that when striding. So to get long strides, to get strides distance, like for me, striding 3 meters, 3 meter gaps is quite a strain, because it's such a lot of pressure, such a lot of amount of force on my single leg. Therefore, your trajectory that you want when you're going from each stride, you don't want it to bounce. You try and want to keep it straight. As you're going through the stride, you don't want to let your hips go down much. You want them to draw like a straight line across the thing that you're striding along. This is because when you're landing, going up with a trajectory like a precision jump, you're going to go down, and then you need to come up all the way again, the same distance that you came down. It's a lot of strain on your individual legs. So you want to try and keep it going straight, and when you come over it, just give it like a push to keep yourself going. You can watch this video over here, and you'll see that I look where I'm going to go. I keep my hips going straight and I don't go up and next one. You can use this technique if you want to go striding for long distances. So you can practice striding on simple things like what I'm doing, just like lines of bricks, or like cracks in the road, pavements, parking lines to start out. For a level up, you can go onto like road curbs, sidewalks. You can stride from each one. I'll go to the road now and show you one of the things that I practice frequently to keep up my striding ability. And for this I'm going to put on shoes. Something I've been working on is striding the road. So I take a run up. From there I come in like a U, and from here, from the edge of the pavement, I stride to the middle of the road and then onto the pavement. I'll show you now. This is like the step up from just doing on flat ground with lines, imaginary lines, cracks in concrete or whatever. So as you can see, I did it like a creative run up to get me at maximum power. And because I came along like this, I was able to get more distance in my run up, more distance than a straight line. If you want to know how landing and rolling saves you impact on the ground, why it saves you life, just check out this video over here, and a cool, really awesome palm spin variation by Hudson you can also check out over here. Catch you in the next one, guys.
Cape Town, South Africa. Nate, Jethro, Hudson.